Welcome to CONEXPO ConAg 2023. I am here with Kevin Adams, CAT Paving Products Worldwide Marketing Manager. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's jump into something really super exciting for CAT, the SDX Screed Plate System design. Tell me about it. How did it come to be? Why now?
Yeah, so back in 2019, a company called Mountain Construction out of Wyoming, two brothers own the company, Michael and Stuart Frost. They're actually the inventors. I'm going to hold up this plate to give you an idea of what it is, the SDX system. And we were so intrigued by the system, really game changer in the paving industry, something we haven't seen for probably 90 years. Barbara Green invented the floating screed 90 years ago, and this is probably the most important game changer that we've seen come along in that time. So we actually, they approached us about our interest in this design, and so late last year we acquired the intellectual property for the Screed Plate system.
Well, it looks futuristic, but it's here now, right?
Yeah, it is.
I love it. Let's talk a little bit about acronyms. CAT's known for their acronyms.
Yes, they are.
So let's talk about the acronym for this guy.
Yeah, so SDX is the commercial name for this product, and really what it's about is smoothness. So with this new technology, the contractor can achieve greater smoothness. IRI is it's referred to in the industry. Density, so higher densities out of the back of the screed. And then extra wear. The material on the screed plate can produce up to 2 times extended wear versus today's traditional screed plates. So that's kind of what the SDX stands for.
Super exciting. Let's talk about that 3-dimensional. I don't know if you can really tell through the cameras, but
yeah. So we talk about the 3-dimensional properties of the screed plate. So if you can visualize an asphalt paver in the screed, as the material flows under the screed, this diamond pattern, and again, I don't know if you can see it in there, but there's actually grooves, and the plate needs the material as it flows across the plate, and at the trailing edge of the plate it's smooth, and then the material is actually smoothed off or striked off at the end. But that material as it flows through creates that kneading action and creates greater density.
yeah, you can see the definite, at least here, like the depth here, and it really comes down to the smoothness down there.
Yes.
So what sets this really, other than it looks good, right? Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful design, and that flow, what else sets it apart?
Yeah, so the other great thing about these plates today, a screed plate is one piece, whether it's on the main or the extenders. This is actually a modular system. So this is actually a replica of the size and shape. There's 2 sizes. There's a 12-inch width pattern, and there's a 4-inch width pattern. And these are actually assembled to the bottom of the screed with nothing but a silicone rubber piece that engages. So if you can think about today's screed plate, they're bolted on, and it can take a contractor a day, maybe 2 days to change out today's traditional screed plates. With this setup, after you install the aluminum conductor plate, it's nothing more. You can see there's a
groove there. Yep.
I don't know if you can see that in the side, that affixes to the front of the screed, and then this piece in the back pops up, and there's a silicone piece that goes in there, and that's all that holds the plate on. So when it comes time to change the screed plates, instead of this massive plate to change, you pull off one plate, so that helps improve safety, and it takes about 4 hours to now change out an entire screed.
Which is huge when you consider the labor shortages that we're experiencing in the industry. Critical, right? Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so back to speed, the need for speed, as I say, contractors can get back to work. If one of these plates sees a little bit of extra wear, today again it's one big plate, now you can change out a section of the plate that may see more wear than the other without replacing the entire screed plate because of this modular design. So again, getting back to keeping the contractor up on the job and creating maximum uptime because it's very critical in the paving business.
So uptime is one thing, supplies. With the supply shortages we've experienced over the last few years, given the pandemic, this has got to help with that as well, right?
Yeah, it does. So speaking of that, right, so again, back to that modular design, we're kind of highlighting that, but again, I talked about the ability to change plates. So these screed plates run flatter than a traditional screed plate, which has a, we call angle of attack, which is a bit higher. But because these plates wear longer, now back to the shortages and things we're seeing in supply chain today, I can now run longer, I can plan further in advance, and again, because of the modularity, I don't have to have the whole plate and then have to change it. I can change sections as needed.
New innovations like SDX, critical for CAT, leading the forefront often in the industry. Infrastructure investment is important, not only for Caterpillar, right, but for also the contractors. Looking forward, it's an important part for CAT.
It is, yeah. All the technological innovations that we bring to market, whether it's thermal cameras, technology like this new SDX Screed Plate, all those things help the contractor maximize their uptime and improve profitability.
Kevin, exciting here.
Yeah.
2023 CONEXPO ConAg.
Yeah, thank you for having.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.